Hello my lovely people, welcome back to my channel. I greet you according to your time and the time you are seeing this video. We are still on the gist from the palace of Ooni of Ife. We do know that Mariam is acting as if she is the head of all departments in the kingdom of Ife kingdom, and the way the king is keeping quiet over it, a lot of people have been thinking that there's something that Mariam know about the king, which she holds so dear, as in like Mariam has a very secret of the king. That's what a lot of people are thinking, that have made the king to be quiet over Mariam's attitude in the palace, or maybe that she is still controlling the king. Like some people said, allegedly, that some time ago, that Mariam put the king in the bottle and lock it, and up till now that nothing has been done about it. Because when we heard the rumor or the alleged information, we did not hear that she have undo it or anything was done concerning that and all of that. So and as it is now, they said Mariam came back to the palace with a 25-year-old boy. I'm sure it's not a news to you. A lot of people have known about it, and the funny thing is that the Mariam have refused to explain exactly what that boy, as in who the mother really is. Though she gave this story that the mother handed the child over to her, while the mother was so sick, and as a mother just giving us one funny story like that. And a lot of people have been asking Mariam, how did the mother know that the king is going to marry you during that period? Because it's been long that this thing happened. So, but even when she did it, I don't think the king will take any drastic decision against Mariam. But all we are hearing is that the king have sent them, as in the Mariam and the boy, out of the palace, saying that an oldest man in the palace have advised him, to send these people out, that they should go and come back with their elders. That this matter is not a childish something. It's not something that the king will decide, okay, let me accept the boy or let me not accept the boy, and all of that. That first of all, that he needs to meet with the parents. Maybe through the parents and other investigation, the king can recall if there is any woman he did something with many years ago that must have resulted to this young man. So, but with all those dramas going on, yet there is nothing we've heard that the king said concerning it or do. And that is why they said Dr. Elizabeth, was so angry. The reason for her anger is because the king have seen different opportunities to send these Olories out of the palace, like they have been planning. Because recall that Dr. Elizabeth have been supporting the king to see if Queen Naomi will return back to the palace. So she have been supporting the king, and he is expecting that at least at a point like this, that the king is supposed to say, okay, you have done so much, you have done too much in this palace. From today, I don't want to see you again in the palace. As in, she was expecting that the king should take action against Mariam with all the things that she is doing in the palace. But no, he did not do anything. So Dr. Elizabeth have decided that she is going to leave the palace. So that is what we are hearing allegedly, that she is going to leave, that the way things are going on in the palace again, that she no longer trusts anybody, that it's somehow and all of that. So I don't know if it is true that Mariam and the boy, that the king sent them out of the palace and asked them never to return until they come back with their elders. So what we are hearing right now is that Mariam have begged Dr. Elizabeth to please talk to the king on her behalf to accept the boy. Hey, okay, now they said Mariam begged Dr. Elizabeth allegedly that she should talk to the king about accepting the boy and all of that. That especially now that it's only Prince Adenikawa that is the male child that the king have, that it will be important for the king to have at least a more male child. Hey, hey. It is now sounding as if what some people are saying about this thing is going to be true, because some people have said that it could be possible that it's Mariam that gave birth to that son, and after all this gragra, after all this drama, she will impose that child on the king, and the king will adopt the child, and the child will become the king's own and all of that. So I don't know if that is what Mariam is begging Dr. Elizabeth to talk to the king about, or if there's anything we don't know about, or maybe we heard that the king sent them out to go and come with their elders. Maybe it could be that Dr. Mariam is begging Dr. Elizabeth to talk to the king, so that the king will permit her to return back to the palace without the elders from her side. I don't know which one that she is begging, but from what we're hearing allegedly, they said Mariam was begging Dr. Elizabeth to talk to the king, so that the king will allow her to come back with the son and accept the son. Yeah. Okay, oh, because she believed that Dr. Elizabeth is very close to the king, and as it is now that the king is listening to Dr. Elizabeth, that anything that she told him now, that he might do it and all of that. Hey, so guys, they said Dr. Elizabeth, who is trying to leave the palace, I don't know if she is going to beg the king about to allow Mariam inside, or to accept the child that is not his. Although I cannot conclude now that the child is not the king's own, but the child of which identity we don't know at the moment. So, and so we hear more, and I thought I should come and share it with you. What do you think about this? Do you think that that boy is Mariam's son, or do you really think or believe that the king must have impregnated someone many years ago? But if that is the truth, why didn't the woman show up to the king, even to the point of death? That is what I'm thinking, because to me I can see that all these things are just plans to distract the king from going for Queen Naomi and Prince Tadenikawo, because they said this time around the king is very serious about bringing back Prince Tadenikawo and the mother back to the palace. But all these women will stop at nothing but to distract him and make sure that that did not happen. But whether they like it or not, it is going to happen. So my people, that's so we hear them, and I thought I should come and share with you. Okay, don't forget that they are all alleged information. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you're here to subscribe. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for your support. Bye for now. Love you guys.